Okay, I'll say it. New LEGO sets are bad. But it has nothing to do with the goddamn printed camos or the much anticipated helmet holes. Because today, we're talking about a whole nother topic. We're talking about how LEGO lost what made it so special. Now, I want you to name 3 original LEGO teams that came out in the 2020s. Exactly. Like, okay, we had Monkey Kid and Dreams, which people only cared about one of the wascapes in, and nothing else. Even if there was something, it's so bad that I can't even remember it. But, looking back at the pre-millennial era, there are a huge variety of themes. You had pirates, castle, paradisa, adventures, western, time cruisers, classic space town, and all the others that I forgot. LEGO was all about original themes, and they did everything to see what stuck. Heck, even in 2010s, there was a huge variety. That's why people think it's the best era for LEGO. You had a bunch of original themes like Castle, Pirates, Alien Conquest, Galactic Police, Pharaoh's Quest and all. In addition to all those original themes, you also had your favorite movies licensed sets too, such as Star Wars, Marvel or Harry Potter. What more could you want? I mean, yeah, you wanted to turn Star Wars into a golden goose and LEGO focused on anything with Star Wars. Great job. Anyway, I especially like the era before 2010. The sets all have that classic LEGO vibe. But what exactly is a classic LEGO vibe? Let's break it down. First of all, these sets were made with limited bricks, limited colors, limited prints, etc. And it really affected the way these sets were constructed. We even got some cool raised and custom base plates for themes such as adventures, pirates and everything. These parts would have been brick built nowadays, just like how we saw in Eldorado Fortress remake. But in my opinion, custom molded base plates were something different. I mean, just look at this bad boy. Other than that, the limited parts list made it harder for designers to create new sets, and it often caused problems like the door not fully closing on Eldorado Fortress, but in my humble opinion, this was a huge part of the classic LEGO vibe. I mean, look at these sets. Modern versions of these would ultimately look better with superior designs thanks to all these little parts we have today, but that wouldn't carry the same vibe. Let's take another example. Adventures and Pharaoh's Quest. Set number 7307, Flying Mummy Attack, and set number 5928, Biving Baron are really similar sets. Biving Baron came out in 1998. It came with 64 pieces and a minifigure. It was a cool little set with not so much going on with it. Then in 2011, Flying Mummy Attack came out. It doubled the pieces and tripled the minifigures from the previous set. It also had an additional pillar build, which is pretty cool. The plane itself is definitely upgraded design wise. Not a fan of the targets on the wings, but it looks clean overall. It uses a nice shade of red too. But whatever I do, the older set just happens to be the better one for me, because the newer model can never wake up the inner child inside of me the way vintage LEGO do. That modeling, simplistic aesthetic, even that box art is the best that it gets. Same goes for the minifigures. Almost all of the older minifigures had plain legs and arms. The face springs were so basic. Only 2 eyes, a mouth, and a beard if it's necessary. But today, we get so much more. LEGO minifigures now have eyebrows and pupils. You can now have 360 printing and dual model legs. They even went the extra mile to make a dual model helmet for Luke Skywalker. All of these are great. We now have more realistic minifigures that look cool as hell, but they can never catch that old minifigure vibe for me. A detailed Black Falcon torso and legs can never match up with the plain LEGO torsos from the 80s for me. Those sets and minifigures make me feel like a kid again, and the new sets make me feel like a grown businessman making his fantasies come true with a diorama. Kind of like Greg's dad from the Wimpy Kid.
No touch! They are not toys, they're figurines!
I think the keyword is realism here. The newer sets are getting more and more realistic with all the details they're getting. I mean, it has its own greatness too, but I want that simplicity, and thank God LEGO is the perfect toy for that. You can make creations that matches the old LEGO aesthetic, or you can create it so it would match with the newer style. You can even create your own building aesthetic. LEGO gives it complete freedom, and that's why it was able to hold up to this day. That's why it was so great. Okay, let's not get that dramatical. I'm Yuki, and today I tried to explain why I love vintage LEGO so much. You can like the video and leave a comment if you like what you watch, and I'll see you later. Bye bye!